Welcome to Journaling Gem Life, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today we are doing an unboxing. As you can see, I have several packages here that we're going to go through, but this is going to be a several part video. So I think this is from Temu, so I'm going to put this to the side and this will be our next video. Today we are going to focus on these two packages from Harriet Wright Designs and Sterling Ink. And I'm also going to share with you a bit why I all of a sudden went MIA and what's been going on. So let's just dive right into this video. So first of all, I do want to apologize to you guys for suddenly just going off grid, but I want to explain to you what happened. And it's kind of a long story and I don't want to get in too many details about it, but if you have watched some of my previous videos, I have shared that the room that I am sitting in and filming in is actually my daughter's old room, and her bed is still here, her TV, everything. And so whenever she comes over, this is where she stays. Now, her and her boyfriend actually leased or rented a place together for the very first time, and they were so excited to live together. And we were going to help them move, at least help her, because both of their leases were up. So his parents came to help him, and we were going to help our daughter to move all her stuff into the new place. And the night before the moving, she sent us a text and said, "We're not moving into this new place." And it turns into this big thing where it turns out the place was a complete fire hazard. There were no escape routes, and it has not been approved for rental. So there were lawyer hireds, and it was full on chaos. And like, okay, they haven't paid anything, so they were going to try and get out of the lease because it was illegal. And so we're like, sure, but where are you going to live until then? Because you're moving out tomorrow. You don't have a place to live. So we had to just do a 180. I had to throw everything of my stuff, all of my filming things, everything out of her room and make room for those two to move in here. Now, it has been a ride. It has been a lot of back and forth, and it ended up just being her moving in for a few days. Then they actually got a new place. And now we finally moved her in with all of her stuff. Well, most of it, not all of it. We still have some more to do. But so yeah, I did not have any time because I had my hands full at home, and also I did not have a space to film in. So that is why I went MIA. And yeah, but now I am back, and I have some news to share with you guys, because I do have the September subscription from Harriet Wright Designs. It is the artwork deco bundle, I think, artwork bundle, not the monthly. And I also have a new planner from Sterling Ink that I'm going to do for the rest of this year, and I'm going to share with you what I will be doing for next year. So let's start with the kit. Now, as always, you know me, I do not come prepared. So I do not have a white sheet underneath it, but I'm going to try and just use the back of this one. I thought I had everything in place. I did a pretty good cleanup in all my stuff though. Once I got that out, I really did some thorough cleaning and threw out some stuff and organized it properly and everything. So yeah, so let's see. Here is the mystery bundle, exclusive art, it says. And it says, I cannot read what it says up here. It's something about bookshop. Yeah, but let's have a look. So the theme this month is more of like brown, obviously. And this, I do not have a code for you guys. I am not an affiliate in any kind of shape or form with Harriet Wright Designs. So I do not have a code for you. If you want to buy this artwork bundle, it costs, if you do 3 months or more, it will cost £21. And if you just make a one-time purchase, you pay £30 for this. So let's see what you got. So it is sort of it's starting to get that October feeling, actually. Even though this is September, it has some pumpkins and everything. And look at this. It is super beautiful, gorgeous, and it has gold foiling on it. As you can see, you have like, here are some pumpkins, and also the foiling right here. You have some here, and you have some down here, some pumpkins. I don't know how to make it sparkle with, oh, here we go. Here you can see, it's plenty of foiling on it. Then we have the next sheet, which is this one. Oh, I am so loving this. This should have come in October though. Like, this would be perfect for October. I think September, at least here in Norway, it's a little bit too soon. We're not quite there with falling leaves yet. But I am still loving this. So maybe I should save this for October actually. And just use, because I still have my very first one that I haven't used yet. So I might actually be saving this for October, but they are so beautiful. And again, with this bookstore, I think it's a bookstore. And I love the ripped paper. And I actually use this in my, what's it called? It is the weekly notebook from Paper Test Design, or the booklet version. If I go back to that, I am thinking of going back to that at least next year. But for now, I'm happy with the smaller version. And I tend to use these. So here I have for 4 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I put that down at the bottom as sort of a decorating spot. If you've seen that planner, you will know exactly what I mean. If you haven't, I'm going to show you. I will be coming back with more setup videos. So, but I have been all over the place for some time now. So I'm going to share more when I do the unboxing from Sterling Ink. Look at this gorgeous big picture. This is perfect for setting up my dailies and making sort of a monthly dashboard, a spread. Even if I don't have the calendar, I don't mind. I still do that, and I use the hello and month that I have left. And funny story about that, because I tried ordering from Graceful Newspapery, and the first time I ordered, I got my package, but it was like 2 months or so after. So I just wrote her a mail and asked, is there something wrong? Because the status was like a month ago, it said it was ready to ship and I would get a new mail. So I'm just curious what happens. And then I just got word back, it's on its way. And then after like a week or so, maybe, it came in the mail. So I was super happy. And I was just waiting for the right moment. And then I wanted to order again and start a subscription this time. And she canceled and said, because of issues, they're not shipping to Norway. And they were hoping to resolve it within the year. So I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Will they let me know if they open for shipping to Norway or what? And then a few months went by and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try again, just see what happens. And so I tried placing a second order, And I was so excited. I was like, yes, I'm finally doing it. And then a few hours later or next day, I got canceled again. And this time she wrote a mail and she said, like we told you before, we do not ship to Norway because of issues. So don't contact us, we'll contact you, sort of. That was basically how I felt when I read it. Like, don't you dare try and order again. That was the feeling I got. And I was like, whoa, okay, what is the issue? I would like to know, because Harriet Wright Designs is also in the UK. And I get their shipment every single month, no issues. And I get it way in time. So there's no issues. So is it me? Is it because I reached out and asked the first time? I have no idea if I'm banned, if I'm put on a blacklist or whatever it is. But it's like, and now I feel like I can't reach out because I'm nagging. So I've decided, you know what? The Graceful Newspapery, they're gone for me. I'm not gonna try and reach out again. And I feel so bad about it because I would have loved to have the kit. But it is what it is. So I am sticking to Harriet Wright Designs throughout this year. And for next year, my idea is still to not do anything. Just do Temu stuff, because I have 2 Temu boxings to come. And I have a drawer, like a big IKEA drawer, filled with pet tapes and washes and stickers. And yeah, so I have plenty for many years to come. So all I need is actually like the monthlies, like some sort of like chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., or hello, and then or just a month, or yeah. So that's basically all I need to stock up on. Otherwise, I am good. So we're doing this for the rest of this year, and then I am cutting my subscriptions. At least this one. Maybe also the Rosy Life. I'm having a hard time letting that go because I just love the Rosy Life so much. So yeah, but these are stunning. So we're definitely, oh, why did my light suddenly, why does it do that? I'm having issues with all my lighting. Like I have 3 lights now, and I used to have 2 and then 1 cut out, and it would be fine if I just left it for a while. Someday suddenly it would work again. And then the other light would just flip colors and do whatever it wanted, and it would turn on at night at any time. And the same now with the new one. Now I have to say, it is the same brand. And they were going out of production. So maybe it's a production mistake or something, but there's something wrong with my lights because they keep turning on and off and whatever they want. Oh my gosh. So let's see. Fall is in the air. Yes, it is. It definitely is. Even if we're not at the falling leaf stage yet, it is still turning. You can feel it. And some beautiful girls. And I just love the white pumpkins, the white and brown instead of the orange. I love that. Now I do feel, I don't know, I think I should try and bring some color into this, despite of the stickers just all being like brown and gray, because I have used that for this month and it kind of gets boring. So I do need to, I'm going to try and just use colored pencils anyway. So like pink and some orange or something, even if it doesn't, and just see how that will work out, how it will look. Because I've always been really like super into finding certain color schemes for that will match the stickers, so that you will pick up some of the colors from the stickers and sort of make it into, you know what I mean. And then we get the florals. I love these bouquets of florals. I use them so much and I love them. And then we have the second one with some edges right here, some bigger edges. Love that. And these, of course, since I'm doing the weekly notebook, it is quite small, so this will definitely go in my daily pages, not the weekly spreads. And then we have the last one with the floral, and these have two corners, and you have an extra like washi strip here. Is it one or is it two? Let me check. It's one. This is one big piece, but it is so adorable. Love it. And then you have the functional stickers. So you have the numbers 1 to 31 and some extra dots, and you have some extra dots up here. And then you have 5 weeks of weekdays, and then you have like birthday, important to do, watching, priorities, reading, favorites, etc., and a few boxes. And the last time I put all of these boxes and with this actually on the monthly spread, and I really liked it. I haven't actually used it though. I never got to writing anything in it, but I really like how organized it feels. So I do think I will be doing it for next month. It's just been so much going on this month. I just haven't had any really proper time in any of my books. It's just been like grab and go and just write down whatever I had to, make sure I got my sleep and symptom trackers done, and that's it basically. So yeah, so 11 sheets, 10 sheets of stickers and 11 with the functional stickers, and I am quite happy with this kit. I do have to say I love this. I love the theme that she has this month. So I'm going to be super excited, but I do think I'm going to save it for October, and then I'm going to use my old one for September instead. Now, if you want to see that, I will link that video down below for you guys so you can see me do the unboxing of that. Because that was, I think it was blue with silver foiling, I think. And that sort of feels right because I've had a lot of rose gold and gold foiling lately from the Rosy Life, so mixing it up a bit, I would like that. So now let's get into this right here, because I have been all over the place when it comes to my planners. As you know, I've been going on and on about it. And the last thing I did was I actually went back into the Rosy planner, which I told you I wanted to just throw in the wall, basically just because of the cover. Like, I love the book, I love the layout, everything, but the cover is so floppy. Like, I cannot stand it. So I brought back my Hobonichi, but it feels like I love I love the weekly vertical because you have those wide lanes to write in. But when it comes to the dailies, I ended up spending so much time and energy into decorating, and I was like all worn out, and I didn't journal. I didn't journal a single day for this month, and that's not where I want to end up. So I went back to my N1, which is, I think that is the planner I love the most, except I don't love the columns for the weekly because I feel there's one lane too narrow. Like, it's like if I just had one grid more in each. And so I went back into my books and I had a look at the B6. And I did that last year, and I moved into it in August of last year, and I actually used it the whole rest of the year. So that tells me that that is my sort of sweet spot. But as you know, I'm also kind of feeling that the square books is kind of boring. So a B6 is obviously a square book. But I do know that for next year, Catherine is giving out a new type of planner. So what I've done for the rest of this year, because the new one obviously hasn't come yet, it doesn't They have not pre-released or anything for even for next year. So, and let me see, where do I open this? Come on. It is, my scissors are not, come on. Let's do this. So what I got here is, da, 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 da. I got the B6, and I wanted to get the compact, but she was all out. And of course, you do have the planner where you have the part 1 and part 2, and so she was of course sold out for part 2. So there was actually nothing left other than to get the whole planner. So I did, and the idea was that I was going to do double weeks, because that was one of the things that I was thinking about for next year, like getting 2 compacts and doubling up and using. That means I would get 2 monthly spreads every month. I would get 2 weekly spreads every week, and I would have enough journaling pages in each for 6 months. So together 1 year. That was sort of what I was aiming for with an AN1. So I was thinking, if I get the full now, I can just use it and do double spreads. But you know what? I think I'm putting way too much into it. I think that next year I am going to have to be like, I'm going to use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So I'm not going to do double weeks, but I'm still going to enjoy this planner. So let's see what kind of freebies she sent. She always sends a thank you card. And this has the, I don't know what month this was, but it's not too long ago, where she had like the Alice in Wonderland theme. And she also sent me a few stickers. I don't ever have the heart to use these, so I save them. I don't know why. But I do. I save them. So they're in my stash. So yeah. So let's see. Let's open this up. And I do know that I get a journaling card. I call it a journaling card, but it's actually not. It is the monthly, like the yearly calendar. And look at this artwork. She does all of her artwork by hand. She hand draws everything and then print it. And it is beautiful. It's just, for me, like sticker wise, it's too dark. I don't like it. It's way too dark. But yeah, so back here we have 2025 and all of the months. And this is perfect, like to use as a writing board in your planner. So that's why I call it the writing board. And I got the mulberry color. I haven't tried that before. So I thought I want to go for that. So let's have a look. And I did do the gold edges. Now I do know that the gold edges do get scratched like real easily, but I don't know, it's something like so fancy about it. I love it. So I decided, why not go all in? And of course, a lot of this book will not be used because we are way past it. So I will be moving in for September. So basically all of this will be unused. Let's see, it goes to next January of 2026. Perfect. So yeah, basically all of this is not going to get used, but I don't mind. I'm going to start it in here, September. But yeah, so I will be using this for the rest of this year, and it's just because it's more manageable, and I don't think I will get so like overwhelmed with the decorating. And I'm actually thinking of cutting back a bit on the decorating. I have done that for this month in my old planners. Instead of making those big collages and everything, I just put it like simple. Keep it simple, stupid. And I really like how it looks and how it feels. It feels lighter. It feels easier on the hand for some reason. So I think I'm going to do that with this planner. Even though I have all the stash, I could do so many things. I am thinking if I want to do some big creations, I should just bring out a separate book just for decorating. Not a planner, just like a notebook or something. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for the rest of this year. And I'm not going to go through all of it because there's plenty of videos out there that goes through every single page of this planner. But for next year, I have actually decided to go for the A5 Slim. She is bringing in an A5 Slim common planner in both horizontal and vertical. And so I'm going to test out the vertical for next year. And the reason is I do love my N1. My N1 is my favorite, like size-wise and like to hold and everything. But I think because the number of squares here, this has one more than the N1, and that's what I need. That's why I got this. But so does I think and believe that the A5 Slim also will have the same space as this one. Because I believe it's, if I am not mistaken, I think it is this, but it's a little bit bigger. So it's not a full A5, so it's not going to be too daunting. And yet it does have that little bit of extra that I need and that I get from this one. So that's the idea. So I'm going to use this now for the rest of the year. And of course, if I'm like completely into it, I will get a B6 instead. But for right now, the idea is to get an A5 Slim, because I have already tried that with the manager's notebook, and I do like the size. So let me show you. I'm gonna bring that one back to show you. Just the size, and it's like this. So this is the A5, and here you go. So it's basically like you do have a lot more on the top, but it is the same like width on it. So that's why I feel like I'm gonna have the same amount of space, but I'm gonna have a little bit more on top. And I do like that because I do write a lot in my columns. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one. And it does have sort of the N1 feel to it, even though the N1 is like this. So it's even like a lot thinner. I think I'm going to love this. And I can just use this old cover for it. And of course, I do not have a Moterm cover in that size, but I'm gonna try and just use this. I'm not gonna have a whole set of things because this does have like pockets in here, so I can have journaling cards. And I am thinking I am going to do instead of the weekly notebook from Paper Dust Design, I'm going to do the weekly notebook booklet, which is an N1, and I'm just going to tuck it in here and have it in the back, so I have them together. So yeah, that's the idea I'm having currently, and we will see how things go. But I think that will be the video for like next year, unboxing and everything. So there's that. Now I'm going to move on to the next video, and that will be the unboxing of that Temu package that I showed you, the first of two. And you don't want to miss that. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do so if you want to. Not so that you don't miss out, because I have found some more amazing stuff. Like you have seen my previous videos, I know I have been commented that I find so many pretty things on Temu, and this is no exception. I have found some new great items, so you don't want to miss it. So push that button, that bell, to make sure that you get notified as soon as that video comes out as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!